Finally, like some kind elderly white woman was like, "Do you need someone to buy that for you?"
Yeah,
Here,
have fun fucking Jules.
Yeah.
I actually know this answer for JJ, and I know this answer for me, obviously, because it would be my question. What was your first taste of alcohol?
I remember this vividly. I must have been, I always think that my memory started at 5, but I think my memory started at 3.
Oh, I know where the story goes.
Yeah, so I'm about maybe 4 years old, probably 4 years
No
old.
le hace nada.
No. So my dad was and we'll talk about this in depth more as we go along, was a bit of a drinker back in the day when I was younger. So every night he had his Budweiser. He's classic Budweiser guy, brown glass bottles, remember vividly. See him drink it every day. I'm 4. I toddle up to him and I'm like, "Can I try some?" He's like, "Sure." Gives you the bottle and then I throw it back. I don't even try to like light it. I just like ha ha ha. Everyone laughs and that's it. That was my first taste of beer. Didn't like it. I was like, I'm not going to try it. And do you want to know like my first adult, like intentional?
Yeah, both stories are fine.
And the intentional one is even lamer, honestly. Like that's cute and adorable.
Well, when you say remember it vividly, what was it? Because it
was the taste.
No. Oh, you don't remember what beer it was?
It was you talking about my real life one?
No,
like,
the one that your dad gave you.
My dad it was the Budweiser.
Oh, it was
it was a Budweiser, that dark brown.
Not
bottle.
Bud Light?
No, Budweiser.
That's rare for Mexicans.
Yeah, I remember the red label. He was totally Budweiser, classic Budweiser drinker. And I had the bottles heavy. I remember it being heavy, and I remember looking down at the booze first, and then doing it. And I tried to block it with my tongue, but it didn't work because I committed too much. I was like, He laughed and he's like, "Yeah, don't ask me again." And then it was like, "I won't," and then I didn't.
Side note: I don't think I have any like family members that drink whole beer. Like they all drink lights.
Well, he evolved, but no, he was Budweiser for a long time.
Damn, yeah, you might be. Well,
Dad's an uncle and above. We don't. Us and your cousin and Paco don't count.
No, but Modelo Especial is a light, right? Like,
yeah, it's a light.
It's a light.
Lighter, yeah. So, and then the real one, because I'm going to, as I mentioned several times, going to UC Santa Barbara. It's a party school. I didn't drink in high school at all. So, and I don't even know if my folks know this story, but at my graduation party, we had a taquero that made unlimited tacos for like 4 hours, and then they had all the beers and stuff. Yeah, it was great.
You've told the story.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, party's over. I snuck a Smirnoff Ice and a Corona, and plain. And so I'm like, I gotta learn how to drink. Like, it's just like so embarrassing. I have to learn how to drink. Grab the Corona, twist it or take it off. And I just drink it plain and just like, and then I'm like, okay, I finished the Corona. And I didn't feel nothing because I'm a large high school kid.
Yeah, one is not going to do it.
One's not going to do it. And then I get the Smirnoff Ice, and it's a Smirnoff Ice. And I'm like, oh, that's soda. I like this. And then I drank it. And then that was it. And then I went to UC Santa Barbara, and then the first party I went to, or was one of the early parties I went to, they gave me a red Solo cup. And I want to illustrate it. I put about like half of that much of sour apple vodka, Smirnoff, like Smirnoff, and then like maybe a little bit more, and then I filled it with squirt, and then I drank it, and then I actually got drunk that time, and I was like, oh god, booze is weird. And then by like 3 months into it, I was drinking Everclear with Irish people. So that UC Santa Barbara was a ropes course of drinking, and that's how I can do some of my drinking feats, which have tapered off over the years.
Yeah, you're 30. Yeah, hangovers hurt now. There's all those memes and shit.
The hangovers, they don't hurt, but I throw up when I drink, like way more often now than I did.
If you didn't throw up, then it would hurt.
Yes. Yeah. My body's like, fuck this. So, that's my elderly defense mechanism. But JJ.
My timeline might be messed up here. So I don't know.
Paco's in the comments. He'll correct you anyway.
I don't remember. So Paco's involved in both. And it wasn't him.
So for context, Paco is his cousin. Paco pretty much he's like the Nick Fury of the Mexcellence because Paco is a big Mexican guy, our friend. Your cousin, when did you meet him? With him at the same time?
How did I meet him? I met him.
You might have actually met him through Double Toast because every time I would
wasn't
try to
through
bring Paco over, like, it wouldn't work. Like,
Right.
his parents would always take him to Piedras, to Mexico, to go visit his family on that side. So he'd be gone the entire fucking day.
This Claudia.
That's probably it.
Okay, so
It was
friend
just
of the-
another mutual friend that. So everybody that meets Paco loves Paco.
Right, and I met him through Double Toasted, met JJ through a Rick and Morty event, and then through you again. So, yeah, it's just like a whole big circle of, he's just like, I have a mission to bring all the Mexicans together in Austin. And he succeeded, and then he moved to Dallas. And I was like, oh, cool, we can all hang out together as bros. And he's just by himself now.
My mission is done here.
My planet needs me. But... So Paco is your cousin, and so he's there as a child and as an adult.
Yeah, he's like 3 years older than me. I forget exactly the math, but he's a little bit older than me. So when I was like in maybe 7th grade, he was already in high school, like a sophomore or junior. And I remember there was one trip we took to Fort Worth to visit. I don't remember if it was for some kind of family event or it was just because it's summer vacation and I wanted to go to Six Flags.
Right.
So I remember I hung out with his friends and they all were like, we want to go drinking. And I was like, don't worry, JJ's cool.
He's no narc.
He might be small, but he's but he's strong.
Right, he's strong.
It's deceptive.
Right.
So yeah, we went out. We went to like a grocery store, and everyone was underage, particularly me. So they were all kind of playing that game of like, can someone buy this for me?
Right.
There's a crisp $5 bill in it for you. Hey, Mr. Homeless Man, you want to buy us some booze?
Right. Did you actually get a homeless man to buy you booze?
No. One of his friends, one of the girls, because us boys, Mexican boys, could not pull this off.
Right. All 5, 6 of you.
Yeah. One of the girls was like just
Stand on each other.
standing. No.
One alcohol, please.
Unas cheves. Gracias. Anyway, yeah, one of the girls like was bold enough to just like walk in, grab the case of, I think it was Smirnoff, and just like waited by like the self-checkout until...
Oh, and this is when self-checkout was like in its infancy at this point.
Yeah.
Where they didn't have no cameras, no sensors, nobody looking at them.
Well, she was just like waiting at the checkout.
Right.
And until finally like some kind elderly white woman was like, do you need someone to buy that for you?
Yeah.
And yeah, she's just like, here,
Have
I'll
fun
take
fucking
it.
Jules.
Yeah. It was exactly like Superbad. And then yeah, we went to a park and we got hammered off of Smirnoffs.
God bless that lady. You know what? Now I'm gonna resign myself to be the elderly man. Like, I gotta be at least 50 to do that for people, but I'm gonna be the elderly man.
I do that today.
Yeah. Do you really?
No, I said I would do that.
Oh, you
I don't
would do that.
Where would I see these people? I go to Specs.
Well, that was what I was going to say. When I got this tequila today, I was in the tequila section, and there was a trove of young women, like college-age girls, like, where's the Ciroc or whatever the fuck they wanted, right?
You're in the wrong section if you're looking for Ciroc vodka in the tequila section.
Yeah, it was whatever. But I was like, oh my god, youths, like, because they were youths. They didn't know. They knew that they wanted party drinks, and that was it. And I'm over here trying to find the fanciest of tequilas.
Damn, they were really like partying on a Tuesday.
That's what I was saying, man. I had that thought where I'm like, damn, there's a lot of people in the tequila aisle looking for fucking cognac and shit. But so the Smirnoff Ice was the first time, and so what was the second time? Perhaps the real time.
Perhaps the real time was definitely at a quinceañera because there's several stories that came out of this one.
Okay.
Whose was it?
My cousin Mandy.
I don't know her.
No.
Yeah, you never met her.
I was
she's
going through
about to have a kid, so mazel tov.
I was going through the Rolodex of band members. I was like, who will it be?
Also, that's the wrong religious ceremony.
Yeah, I know. But it was at her quinceañera, and I believe this is... I believe this is also the same night as one of our other relatives that married into the family. Whenever he got drunk, we call him Hennessy Mike because he got fucked up.
Was it off Hennessy specifically?
Oh yes, he was trashed.
Oh, Hennessy.
They
does
carried
that to
him
people.
out, and like the security guard at the place, the salon,
Yeah.
was like super pissed.
Jesus Christ.
And like trying to give everyone shit. But my uncle has worked in law enforcement for like ever.
Yeah.
And he actually met Comey before.
Everything.
Yeah.
James Comey.
He was pretty high up in Texas DPS.
Okay.
So this was slightly before that time, but still he had enough pull, I guess, to like tell the rent-a-cop, slow your roll.
Simmer down.
Was this an
Simmer
Eagle Pass?
down now.
No, this was in San Antonio.
Oh, never
Okay.
mind.
But yeah,
So you were having a mafioso party. Got it.
right. Yeah, and I was just like walking past, I guess, Hennessy Mike's table. I don't remember if it was Hennessy Mike or not. But they had like a bottle of Goldschlager. And they were like, do a shot, bitch.
To you?
Yeah, and I was
Sure.
like, give it. And yeah, I did it, and they were expecting me to flinch, but I didn't.
I never freeze.
Yeah, and they were like, what the fuck? What have we unleashed?
They gave you a shot of Hennessy?
No, Goldschlager.
Oh, that's sweet.
not
though.
too bad.
Yeah, it's the cinnamon one.
Yeah.
I kind of,
jeez. Yeah.
I kind of
It's-
hate it though.
I've had it once, and I was like, oh, I wanted to eat the gold. and
I
there was
remember
not
I
enough gold in
wanted
it.
to buy it after Superbad. Like this is more American alcohol at this point, but
Yeah.
then I've got to flip the script at mine. But yeah, Goldschlager isn't that bad.
Yeah, but so you had your two chow. You rose to the occasion on both times.
Yeah, so where the timeline might be fucked up is because I don't remember what trip happened first.
Oh, gotcha.
So it was either Hennessy Mike or it was Six Flags.
right,
Hung over Six Flags.
Hungover Six Flag.
at the tender age of like 12.
Oh, Jesus Christ! No, man, it was funny because someone like TikTok was like, when your parents hand you a drink at your 18th birthday and you forget to flinch when you get drink, and you're like, oh, ew, alcohol nasty.
That was not what happened when I was 18.
Well, yeah, because you're a man. It was late.
No, I was about to say like my parents had already seen me carried home at that point. Like,
yeah, no. So you guys give me a lot of shit for being sheltered. That was one thing that I dare not risk do.
What?
Come home drunk and shit like that. Like even now, like when I go visit, I'll go before COVID. I'd go and visit. There was one time I got obliterated, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, Alfred's wedding reception, I got smashed.
Yeah, like it was 4 a.m, and I'm like,
yeah, I bought 3 bottles and I wasn't drunk at the end of it, and my bottles were gone, and I was like,
That was you and Frank, boy.
yeah. Well,
what
you know
about you?
what's funny is like for Frank. So Frank was the person that visited him last.
Right?
week.
Yeah.
Frank does not like me for like.
Oh, is that why y'all didn't hang out together?
Yes.
No, it was just that I don't plan.
Fair enough. Yeah, you did go over that.
Let me put it this way: I'm not on his MySpace top 8. That's fair. to
Gotcha.
say.
I was on nobody's MySpace top 8. Talking about dating ourselves again. We're having volcanoes with our top 8. But
every time me and Frank hang out, because he actually can drink. Like he can drink really well and hold his liquor. We always get fucking blacked out. Where it's
just like Godzilla versus King Kong. Where it's
we're friendly the entire time, but there still comes a certain part of the night that every time I've drank with Frank, I don't remember. Like I time travel at a certain
there's a
point.
breaking point where it's just all right.
And I'm not close enough with Frank to know if he is time traveling too. Like,
Oh, yeah, he is.
That's what I'm saying. Godzilla versus Kong. You guys both knock each other out. Wake up in the fucking ashes. Like what the fuck did we do? Did we do this? I thought we were friends.
well, Godzilla wins. I do not win when I fight Frank.
No, they never really. No one really wins in those movies.
Well, the last one there was a definite winner.
Oh well, then Mechagodzilla came and fucked you both up.
Paco.
And I was gonna say tequila, but whatever. So what was the first time though you got drunk?
No le hace nada. It was literally I was 5 or 6. So
5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, don't gloss over this. This is a real story.
well, it's the same thing as you. It was a taste. No one gave me a whole beer.
Okay.
It was just a matter of the 90s were a very jolly time for my family because the Cowboys were winning 3 Super Bowls that decade.
Oh.
So everything, I mean, even to this day and age, like I don't know how to have a get together that's not a carne asada.
Right.
And this is also like
Well,
a
quite
food
frankly, there's no
episode.
get together without one. Quite frankly, like if I went to your house and you weren't cooking, and I didn't bring something, I'd hate you. Honestly.
Where's the meat, Gober?
Yeah, I'm the meat guy. Technically, I am the meat guy because I always bring the meats, but that's what we should do. That's
But it's when you're Mexican, it's specifically, oh, my child is turning 4. Carne asada.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Beer
a promotion
forever.
at my job. Carne asada. The Cowboys are playing today. Carne asada. Like
Right,
it's
right.
literally like over and over and over again.
Right.
Until like right now, beef is pretty expensive and nobody does carne asada.
and COVID. And
well, I'm even before COVID. Like the price of buying several steaks was not what it was when
well, you
we
guys
were-
bought steaks. You I've noticed that you buy like people in Texas actually. So like I have my brother-in-law. He's Texan. When he cooks out big, but he always buys steaks. We never bought steak. We bought hamburgers, dogs, and a tri-tip. That was our food. Like we never, or some sort of carne. We never actually got full on steaks. But y'all motherfuckers eat steak like a mother.
We would buy 7 steak, which is like the cheapest.
Oh yeah.
I was about to say like that's what my family would
But
buy.
no, but even then, right? Like everyone gets like a nice, like that big old chunk. No, we had fucking grilled chicken. We had everything else.
And then the
but
next
that.
day you have guisado, and it's awesome.
Sounds so nice. But so
Well,
at one of
the
those
only
times,
thing I don't like 7 steak is that it's really thin, so it
Yeah.
doesn't hold the marinade.
I don't even know what that looks like.
It's just gonna look
It's
like,
like
a small cut of
T-bone,
meat.
but yeah.
Oh, there it is. 7 steak.
It-
Oh, that is real thin.
Yeah,
it is
it's
super
really
thin.
thin.
Yeah.
But so one of those times, one of those Cowboy Super Bowls, you got drunk as a 12-year-old.
No, I didn't get drunk. It was just a little bit like take a sip.
What was the first time you got drunk? That sounds like more fun.
Well, just to finish that story, it was a Michelob.
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 Michelob. My dad was a Michelob drinker when I was little, and I always thought that was fancy because the label looked
Yeah,
all cool.
it says Ultra on it.
Yeah,
That means it's the best.
I didn't know about ultra until I was like 19 that it meant ultra light, and it just is a calorie thing.
Deficient thing. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's why Michelob Ultra now is
Oh.
the sports beer.
Oh, yeah, and we also have to go to keychain. Is that what us black folk would call a cookout? Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
black folk have the cookout. Latinos, Mexicans
Yeah.
have the carne asada.
We need to get on TikTok to make that meme rolling.
Yeah, like a versus or just a comparison.
No, like you know how it's already an established meme. Like, oh, you're invited to the cookout.
People do that already. Yeah, they're invited to the carne asada. There's certain people that are. I forget who though. Honestly, people giving out passes that they shouldn't be giving out. Quite frankly.
You can be the Mexi Lord.
What?
The Mexi Lord, like the Vanta Lord that invites people to the cookout.
Oh no, that's too much power. I don't think I qualify. Quite frankly, I call myself the Mexcellence, and I don't think I qualify for that type of power.
Just stand up tall and put the camera up, and then it's like,
Gina Rodriguez, you are not invited.
actually,
to
I didn't
carne
put the
asada.
mic here for this, but it's instead of like ironing, like it would be Sam like making tortillas.
He's representing a specific TikToker who makes a judgment on whether somebody should be joined, invited to the cookout, and he's pretend ironing for some reason.
He
in this
pretends
metaphor.
to iron his dragon, is what it is.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, but it's just funny if you don't know that. and
Right.
He's just doing this motion for no reason.
You are invited to the cookout. That's he just does that voice, whatever. So I just be like, "You're welcome to the carne asada. Bring the jeeps."
First time I got drunk is Leo would buy alcohol. So Leo is you met Leo when we were floating the river.
Mm-hmm.
Leo is the son of divorced parents, so he just kind of bounces around.
Uh-huh.
Like sometimes he'll stay with his aunt, and then because of that, he's more raised by his aunts than his parents. And they're just like, "What do you need? Like, you want me to go buy you like a case here?"
Oh shit!
Yeah. So we always had that on lock from the time we were 14, and then we would just go to Gabriel's apartment and buy and drink. It was Miller Lite at the time. Miller Lite and Smirnoff Ice makes a return, but I would just drink Miller Lite.
Right, and so you just be selling weed and hamsters and drinking Miller Lights while playing D&D, not D&D, Risk.
Counter-Strike is one of them for sure.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And Risk.
That sounds like a kind of a great time. Not gonna lie. Now, like today, like I would do at least 3 of those things in that order. So, but
There's
no.
a more fun story where I got drunk in Mexico. That was like from the time I was 15 and on, because I was a football player, so I had friends that were football players. So going to Boys Town and going to Mexico was just normal.
Yeah, and that I don't know. Maybe you can describe one of those stories for the people out there that are not on the border, because for you that's every day, or at least was for a time.
Yeah, because the drinking age in Mexico is just, can you look over the bar?
Right. And so I don't have those stories.
I still can't drink over there.
Oh my god. Well, all right. Well, let's go. I want to kind of set that up, help you set up kind of the next phase of this, which is kind of the culture of drinking. Because as you mentioned, in Mexico, everybody drinks. Everybody has access to drinking. What's the drinking age there? Is there even really one? Is 18?
Say it's like
Roughly 16.
yeah.